Hello, my name is Wang Xinyi, and today I'm honored to present my master's thesis titled Feasibility Study on Mars Coca Supply Chain ESG, a cost-constrained pathway to 100% traceability and zero deforestation. This research explores whether Mars Incorporated, under its current cost limitations, can realistically achieve its ambitious 2025 goals for full coca traceability and forest protection. The study not only evaluates progress but also provides practical suggestions to support ESG outcomes within budget constraints. This paper consists of 5 chapters. Chapter 1, Introduction. Chapter 2, Literature Review. Chapter 3, Methodology. Chapter 4, Case Analysis. And Chapter 5, Conclusions and Recommendations. The coca industry has long been associated with environmental and ethical concerns, such as illegal deforestation, poor farmer incomes, and supply chain opacity. In response, Mars Incorporated launched its Coca for Generations strategy in 2018, plunging over $1 billion to build a sustainable and transparent coca supply chain. However, Mars also aims to limit its annual procurement cost increase to 6%, which raises an important question. Can it achieve both environmental goals and financial discipline at the same time? My research sets out to assess the feasibility of this balance, analyze the challenges Mars faces, especially in high-risk regions like Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana, and ultimately offer data-driven, cost-aware policy recommendations. The theoretical foundation of my study is based on sustainable supply chain management theory, which emphasizes integrating ESG principles into business operations, and stakeholder theory, which calls for companies to address the expectations of all actors, from farmers and suppliers to consumers and non-government organizations. This chapter discusses the cited literature from 4 perspectives: national, company, industry, and individual. Methodologically, this research adopts a single case, mixed methods approach to evaluate Mars Coca ESG strategy. 4 types of analysis were conducted: descriptive analysis to examine progress trends, correlation analysis to understand relationships among ESG indicators, predictive analysis through linear regression to focus 2025 outcomes, and scenario simulation to test different investment options. Data came from Mars ESG and Coca Forest reports, industry publications, and policy documents, and were processed using Excel and Python. This combination allowed for both qualitative understanding and quantitative evaluation of Mars' strategy. Mars Incorporated, founded in 1911, is a global company with over 140,000 employees and iconic brands like M&M's and Snickers. Guided by people centricity and sustainability, Mars has developed a replicable ESG model to drive change across the coca sector. In 2018, it launched the Coca for Generations strategy, investing over $1 billion to achieve 100% traceability, zero deforestation, and smallholder empowerment by 2025. Looking at the implementation results between 2019 and 2024, Mars has shown clear improvements. The traceability rates increased from 45% to over 82%, and forest risk dropped significantly, suggesting better transparency and environmental control. At the same time, procurement costs have steadily grown, reflecting the financial effort behind these gains. The company's coca supply chain has become more traceable, better governed, and better aligned with ESG expectations, although there are still gaps remaining to be addressed before reaching the 2025 target. The correlation analysis provided strong evidence of the link between investment and ESG outcomes. traceability is almost perfectly negatively correlated with forest risk, meaning that greater transparency leads to less deforestation. Moreover, traceability is highly positively correlated with both the living income differential payments and total procurement costs, indicating that financial support to farmers directly improves traceability levels. This result confirmed that sustainable investment is a key driver of ESG progress in the cocoa supply chain. To project whether Mars can hit its 100% traceability goal, a linear regression model was built using 2019 to 2024 data. The prediction suggests that if current investment trends continue, Mars could reach about 91.9% traceability in 2025. This represents strong improvement, but still falls short of the target. The findings imply that although the company has invested in traceability tools and farmer incentives, structural challenges like data gaps and local compliance remain. Therefore, additional efforts, especially in governance, will be necessary to fully achieve the target. Scenario simulations were used to test how changes in cost inputs might affect traceability results. At the 2024 cost level, traceability is projected at 85.5%. With a 5% increase in cost, it could reach 94.1%. A 10% increase would theoretically result in over 100% traceability, which confirms that the target is achievable with stronger financial input. However, this also shows signs of diminishing returns. Beyond a certain point, simply increasing investment may not yield proportional improvements, so Mars must prioritize cost efficiency and technological innovation to maximize gains sustainability. To summarize, Mars has made commendable progress, but full traceability by 2025 will require not only more findings but smarter implementation. The result confirmed that procurement cost, living income differential premiums, and forest risk are all closely tied to ESG stress. More importantly, the study shows that Mars needs to go beyond spending by optimizing its systems, improving cooperative engagement, and accelerating farmer digital onboarding to ensure the last mile of traceability. Based on the findings, my study proposes these dimensions of action recommendations. On the environmental side, Mars should complete its digital mapping and active a real-time forest monitoring system. On the social level, it should digitize LID payments, training 5,000 women and young annually, and enhance child labor protection. Governance-wise, Mars should develop an ESG data platform, implement a green budget tracking system, and create a regional cocoa governance alliance. These actions will help Mars achieve its targets without overshooting costs. In conclusion, Mars is on a promising path, but success depends on accelerating strategy delivery while respecting cost boundaries. This study shows that full traceability is within reach, but only if financial investment is matched by better governance, digital systems, and stakeholder cooperation. I hope the insights shared here contribute to broader ESG discussions in global agriculture supply chains. That's all my presentation. Thank you for listening.